What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome to the Week 1 team builder for the UBL. This week we're going up against Dr.Slaking. I've played him a couple times in the past. Phenomenal dude. This game was phenomenal. You guys do not want to miss it because a lot happens in it. I'm recording this after the fact because I was waiting on the team builder layouts because I heard you guys from UBL. From NCP, you did not like the way the team builders looked, so I changed it up a little bit. The team builders, after this, you'll be able to see the HPEVs, I promise. It's just a little bit that I had to alter whenever I got them commissioned, so either way, I've got my roster up on the screen. If you don't know what my roster is, it's on the left-hand side. My opponent's roster is on the right-hand side. We've got Latias, we've got Azu, T-Tar, Flygon, Magnezone, Swampert, Blaziken, Skarm, Dusknoir, Abomasnow, and the Kangaskhan. So let me go ahead and just say that what I think the six I think that he is going to bring are more like the top six with Skarmory and Blaziken like sprinkled in a little bit. I'm hoping Skarmory comes. That is like the biggest threat that I really want to come, because everything else I have a really good answer to defensively and offensively. So I really want to see Skarmory, because this is what I'm going to do if he brings Skarmory. I'm going to lead off with my Omastar, which is intended to be able to break through it with the Power Herb and with Shell Smash, Meteor Beam, Hydro Pump, and Ice Beam. This is going to be my designated lead if I see Skarmory. If I don't see it, I'm going to play a little bit differently, and I have other leads that I'm going to go with. So if I see Skarmory, I'm going to Shell Smash up, +3 Meteor Beam, because if you don't know how Meteor Beam works, if you use Meteor Beam, it gets your special attack raised one stage and then it attacks. So you're essentially +3 after a Shell Smash, and it brings down to sturdy any form of Skarmory I can kill afterwards with literally anything on the rest of my team. I made sure of that. And it breaks through the entire team. I have a +3 Hydro Pump that can KO T-Tar in the sand if he's like max HP. If he's Spadef and AV, I cannot, but I get off the chip damage I need for my Latios to clean up, which is pretty much what this is here to do. It breaks through pretty much everything. It also does a crap ton of damage to Azu if I'm at the +3 with Hydro Pump. It also does a crap ton of damage to Swampert at +3 with Hydro Pump as well. Pretty much nothing wants to take this hit, and if Skarmory goes for something like Iron Head to try to break me down once I've already gotten a Shell Smash off, it'll just activate my weak armor, and then I'll be at +2 speed. I have enough speed for a Choice Scarfed. Can't think of what it is. It's definitely not Choice Scarf Flygon. It might be Choice Scarfed Blaziken at +2. Maybe. I can't remember what the speed is, but I know that I have 60 HP AVs. So the next Pokemon that I want to go over is my Captain America, my Latios. I almost said Latias because of the covers, Jesus. So I'm Habanberry, which is extremely important this week because with Roost, Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt, and Aura Sphere, I hit everything on his entire team for at least neutral damage. I hit the vast majority of his team for super effective damage. Like if you look at the top, if the first 5 Mons, and then you've got Skarmory, which I couldn't hit with Thunderbolt, and then I could hit Blaziken with Psychic, so I could hit, and then I have Kangaskhan and Abomasnow as well, so I can hit almost the entire team for super effective damage. So if I'm able to break down the T-Tar a little bit, put it in range of Aura Sphere, if I'm able to break down Swampert a little bit and put that in range of something, then I'm really set. But ultimately, this is going to be the way that I clean up the game. This is the most potential offensive win con that I could come up with this game. Phenomenal Pokemon. And Habanberry is there just to be able to not have to risk a speed tie versus Latias. If Latias is in and it goes for a Draco Meteor and it outspeeds me, I want to be able to at least live, get off a bunch of damage, and then we're good to go. If he is Choice Scarfed, then he goes for Draco and he's at -2. Then I at least know that I can switch out and I can pivot around it a little bit, but I know that he's Choice Scarfed. Things of that nature. So very good Pokemon this week. I have no HP EVs, if you can't tell. I'm just max with a little bit of defense to be able to speed tie with the Lottie potentially. Next up we have my Decidueye. Now Decidueye, I am Choice Scarf Decidueye this week with Long Reach to be able to avoid Rocky Helmet from Skarmory if that is a potential bring, or Rocky Helmet Kang. So I Poltergeist, U-Turn, Leaf Blade, and Spirit Shackle. Poltergeist 2 shots the entire team outside of T-Tar. It barely does not two-shot Skarmory, but with a little bit of chip damage, it can even two-shot that. I am, in fact, adamant. 236 attack is enough speed for... I think it's Modest Magnezone. I think. But this Pokemon, it does do a lot of work offensively. This is also my check to like Calm Mind Lottie. If Lottie comes in and is calm minding up on something like my Suicune, my Aromatisse, and I can't beat it, no matter what, I just attack it. I need to keep it at about 80%. That is all I need to keep it, is at about 80%, and then I can just bring this thing in and I can just destroy it with Poltergeist. Also gives me Choice Scarf U-turn to be able to take advantage of whatever he might want to be able to bring in on this. For example, the Magnezone. If he wants to bring in Magnezone to try to take a Leaf Blade, I can just U-turn pivot on it, and then I can bring in something to be able to take advantage of that, like my Latios. So very good revenge killer this game. Very good just offensive potential this game. Next up, we have my Scizor. Scizor, I'm running a very speedy Scizor with Assault Vest this week. This is to be able to ensure that if Magnezone traps me, I can always U-turn on it, and I don't have to worry about letting this thing get weakened. But I also have Knockoff and Superpower. If I get off a single Superpower versus my opponent, it's in range of Aura Sphere. If I get off a Knockoff, it's in range of Aura Sphere, depending on investment, of course, but... I just need a little bit of chip damage off on it, and I can destroy it with Aura Sphere. So that's why I have Superpower, so I can guaranteed outspeed it and make sure that I'm not just destroyed by a Thunderbolt or something along those lines. And if he's Scarfed, that means that he wouldn't be Analytic. He wouldn't be getting the Analytic boost, and then I can definitely live it with the Assault Vest, get off a Superpower, and I'm good to go. This is also another check to Belly Drum Azu. Belly Drum Azu was a big threat to me. One thing I do want to touch on with the EVs on this Pokemon, believe it or not, the 12 and the 4 actually do come in handy for +6 Aqua Jet after rocks. I do live. My Latios, it actually does live a +6 Aqua Jet, so I've been very mindful of Belly Drum Azu as well, but I need Bullet Punch to be able to just guarantee that I'm not just destroyed by it. Because if he has Belly Drum Azu and I let it set up for free, I'm going to be sad. So I definitely need to make sure that I can't have just no priority for it. And I do also outspeed Jolly Max Speed Azu, which is really important. So next up, we have got my Suicune on the team. So my Suicune is a... It is a super Fizz-Def Suicune this week, just because, and I went back and forth on this, if I should be Scald, Calm Mind, Protect, Sub, or if I should be Scald, Rest, Sleep Talk, Sub, or Protect. Those were like the big things. If I'm Rest, then I can do a lot of damage, but if I'm Rest and I get really bad Sleep Talk rolls, I could just lose to Belly Drum Azu. So, ultimately, that's why I went with Sub and Protect. I have enough speed for Adamant Belly Drum Azu, I think. No, I think I have enough speed for Jolly. And enough defense investment to be able to Choice Band and Play Roughs as well, just to cover all of that. And then if I get off a Scald, and if I can burn it, I can actually stall it out of Play Roughs, which is pretty important. So super good Pokemon, super cool. I like it a lot. I'm hoping that this Pokemon can pull through this week, or I was hoping that this Pokemon could pull through for me this week. I'm not going to try to lie to you guys and say that I didn't already play, but this is what I wanted to be like, the MVP, the live all. That's what I was going through whenever I was building it. So fully Fizz-Def. It also helps out with Flygon, T-Tar, Blaziken, pretty much everything aside from Magnezone. God, I couldn't think of what the Pokemon's name was. So last but not least, we have my Aromatisse. Now Aromatisse with Wish, Protect, Moonblast, Thunderbolt. This is in order to prevent Skarmory from being able to wall me indefinitely with Thunderbolt, and it is also in order to always do 50% to Belly Drum Azu, so Belly Drum Azu can't set up on me for free. A Thunderbolt into a Bullet Punch for my Scizor does guaranteed kill after rocks, which is a pretty big deal. Moonblast is there because it's really good, just general stab versus their entire team. Aside from Magnezone and Skarmory, it's very good versus them. So that is the team that I'm going to be bringing this week. I'm not bringing a lot of specially defensive mons because they don't have a lot of specially offensive mons. Like they have a Lottie, but my Aromatisse can switch in on that anyway. And then they have Magnezone, which I know Magnezone is coming, but I don't have a switch into it anyway. Like even if I wanted to bring my Nidoqueen doesn't have that good of a matchup versus them. I feel it doesn't have the ability to break through them the way that I was hoping that it could, but I also needed everything else on this team. The only thing that maybe I could have switched out is my Omastar for it, but I really like the Omastar build. If you bring Skarmory, it's so good. So I really do like this team. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below for me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the UBL. I haven't been doing so hot in the NCP, so I'm really hoping that this game goes well. I'm going up against Dr.Slaking. His links will be down in the description below. Please make sure you go check them out. I don't really know if there's much to say before this one. I'm just hoping I win. I need a win in order to rejuvenate how I feel. I have ooh, okay, a little bit different. Not too much different. There's no Flygon, instead there's Blaziken, which is really good. Right, T-Tar, Lottie, Swampert, Blaziken, Azumarill, Magnezone. Yep, okay, cool. Trying to think of how I want to do this. I think I'm going to lead off with Scizor. I'm a very speedy Scizor this week. I have enough speed to be able to outspeed Magnezone. Unless it's Scarfed, of course. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I wanted to use my Omastar to break, but I feel like that's gonna be really hard to do without Skarm there. I wanted to use it to break Skarm down to Sturdy, so that way I don't have to worry about it anymore. But my opponent is very weak to Poltergeist, just in general, which is really, really good. Really, really good. Let off with Rose. Swampert. Okay, then just to see how much damage this does. If it's Spadef, it'll do 31 to 37. If it's Fizdef, that is Fizdef. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go hard into my Suicune, because he's not clicking Toxic here. I'm gonna click Sub here first. Or do I click Scald just to get a burn? I'm gonna click Scald to get a burn. I don't think he's gonna click Toxic. I think he's gonna click Roar if he clicks anything to prevent the sub. I think that's one of his only ways to prevent a sub. Can I get a burn, please? No, Yawn. Okay. So Yawn was another way to prevent a sub, which is really smart. I'm going to switch out here. I've gotten this thing pretty weakened, and I'm going to go into my Scizor again. Do I go into Scizor and risk a Scald Burn? No. I'm going to go into this, because this doesn't really have a whole lot of use. So I can let it get weakened and wish it up later. Did you go for Yawn again? No, you went for Flip Turn. Okay, this is really good for me, because there are very few things that this Pokemon is scared of. Like, Magnezone is the only one, which I'm going to go hard into Scizor on. Rust Bucket, that's definitely Magnezone. Cool. So I'm going to go hard into my Scizor, I think. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. And I might just go straight up for a superpower, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, because once I get this thing chipped down, my Lottie can kill it with an Aura Sphere, and I'm not worried about it. He went for a Thunderbolt. Okay. He's not Specs. That's really good to know. But now that I know that he went for a Thunderbolt, I think I just want to click U-turn then. Yeah. I'm just going to go for U-turn here. He could be Scarfed, and this might be bad, but if he's Scarfed, I can go into my Lottie, and I can start checking off Aura Spheres. He's going to switch out immediately. What's he going into? Went back into the Swampert. Now, this is kind of sort of where I wanted to be. I wanted to be in... That was a lot of really good damage. I wanted to be in this pivoting of Scizor into Decidueye, because they both have such good moves here. I'm just going to fire off a Poltergeist, I think, though. Yeah, I think I'm just going to fire off a Poltergeist because I don't really lose much from it. And even if this thing is Fizz Def versus a Swampert, that's 33 to 39. He's at 30. Poltergeist kills. And if he goes into T-Tar, that is totally fine. I have Suicune right there that's able to check it. I also have my Aromatisse. Cool. Decidueye kills Swampert. I need... So as dumb as this sounds, I need damage off on Magnezone and T-Tar, and then my Latios cleans up the way I wanted it to. So what I'm going to try to do... Barney, what's this? T-Tar, that's what I thought. So I'm going to try to set up my Omastar on this thing, because my Omastar with the Spadef boost from Sand, it can live a lot of hits. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into my Aromatisse. Crunch. 136 to 79. It did 30 points of damage. I think this might be banded. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is banded. I'm gonna wish up here. $66 to 38. I'm definitely going to protect here. Because if that is Bandit T-Tar, it's not AV. My Omastar can set up on it and it can one-shot it. The only thing I can't live is a Choice Bandit Earthquake. Okay. So we did go for Flash Cannon there. So I should be able to live 2 Flash Cannons with my Lottie. No, I can't. This is a really hard decision, but I think I have to sack off my Scizor here. No, I can't. That's how I threaten it out. I need my Decidueye, though. Yeah. I don't know what to go into. I have to go into Scizor. This is a really hard decision for me to make right here. It's really difficult. Because, like, I die to this Flash Cannon, I think. Yeah. Okay, so... I'm going to fire off an Aura Sphere here. Okay. So he's lefties. He's lefties. I know what I can do. Yep. Yep, this is where I get my +1 speed boost and I start to break a little bit. Because Play Rough will take me down about 50%, and then I can fire off a +1 Meteor Beam. Depending on investment, of course, I can outright kill this thing. He does get rid of my Meteor Beam, though, which sucks. I was really expecting a Play Rough there. Because now I die to a Play Rough. But Hydro Pump does put it in range of Thunderbolt. I'm just going to do that. Man, I'm really upset he knocked off there. Like, it really would have hurt my Suicune, but if I get my Suicune in on this thing, then that thing could just have a field day right now. Goes for Aqua Jet. Does this kill? No. Good. I do hit the hydro pump, which is good. And it did around 24%. So he's max HP. He's like very spadef actually. Which is good. That's good to know because now I'm going to go into my Decidui. And I'm going to click a grass move. And it'll kill. And they don't really have the best switch-ins to it. Granted, I don't have the best switch-ins to Magnezone, which is what that allows in. So I might fire off a Poltergeist. Because if I fire off a Poltergeist, then my Latios can clean up. With the bulk. I think. Right? How much does knockoff do? Knockoff does kill. Poltergeist puts it in range of Thunderbolt, though. I need to go for Poltergeist in case he goes into Magnezone. That's like the big thing here. Barney? There's no shot he predicted that. There's no shot. Wow. Good play. I almost clicked Leaf Blade. Choice Band. Okay, so it is Choice Band T-Tar. Which with no bulk, it's almost in range of a... He can go for Stone Edge here, and if he hits too, my my Aromatisse dies. Downfall of Stone Edge. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fire off a Wish. If he goes into Magnezone, I'm going to go hard into my Latios because I'll get the Wish back. Goes for Stone Edge. Does he hit this time? He does. Almost kills. Wow. This is going to be hard, guys. This is going to be really hard. I just need him to miss the next one. As bad as that sounds. He's used 3 so far. Stone Edge only has 8 PP. Okay, this is gonna kill me. Yeah. And he crit too. I don't think the crit mattered at all though. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go into my Suicune. So the crazy thing about this game is that until Latios goes down, it's not over. Like in the slightest. It is not over in the slightest because it has the potential to kill quite literally everything. I kind of just want to fire off a Scald. Because with no Sand Up, I'm going to be putting it in range of Aura Sphere guaranteed. Perfect. And I get the Scald off. Can I get a burn? Jeez. Suicune, you're letting me down with burns there, sweetie. I need you to get some burns. I think he has to switch out here. I think that was his last Stone Edge. I think it was. So what I kind of want to do is go for a sub here. Because I think he has to switch out here. I think that was his last Stone Edge. Yep. So now I get the sub for free. Rust Bucket. I get 2 Scalds off on this, which that allows my Latios to kill it. I'm gonna go for a Protect just to get some lefties back. The fact that my Latios is still alive is huge. The fact that it's still alive is huge. I really want to see if I outspeed this thing. I'm going to go for a Scald here. He's not AV. He now dies to Aura Sphere. I have not gotten a single burn. I have not gotten a single burn. That is wild to me. I'm going to save this thing. Because it can still tank a close combat from Blaziken after Stealth Rocks. And that's very important. Just don't go for Flash Cannon. You went for Teleport. Good play. However, whatever you bring in is dying. I'm going to claim a kill here. I'm going to claim a kill here. Unless he goes Blaziken, which he does go Blaziken. I'm going to go for Poltergeist. Because if he's SD, yes, please go for SD. It's a white herb. Okay, that's really good. Sick. You went for Blaze Kick. Man, that's risky. Okay, everything dies to Lottie. Aside from Azumarill. Aside from Azumarill. Aside from Azumarill. Everything dies to my Latios right now. And this is why this Pokemon I'm so excited to use. What you're about to see right here. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt just in case. I know it kills. Because if he goes Azu on the Thunderbolt, I want to be able to kill it. Yep. Are you going Azu? Wazoo, that is in fact the Azumarill. That is the one thing that could take a hit from this Pokemon. That is the one thing. And there we go. I click Thunderbolt again. Perfect. He didn't go for Aqua Jet, which is amazing. If he goes Latios here. Hoping he goes for like Calm Mind or something, and I hope I win the speed tie. That is my only hope. Against, yep. Dragon Pulse. He's a Bonberry too? Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I'm pretty sure this next Dragon Pulse kills. I need to win the speed tie. Latios, I have nothing but the utmost faith in you. Good luck, have fun. I have nothing but the utmost faith in you, Latios. I need you to do this for me, buddy. What? No shot. No shot. It didn't matter. His Latios wasn't max speed. Mind if we hop in call to figure this out real quick? Bro, I don't like that. My Latios cleaned up there. The only out is if that Magnezone was Choppleberry. So my immediate questions to him are going to be, so I know his Latios wasn't max speed. He told me that, so it wasn't a speed tie. I'm going to call him real quick. Hey, buddy. Oh, I can't hear you. Now I can hear you.
How you doing?
I've been better, man. I've been better. So
I can't believe that.
So I have two questions for you. One you already told me was your Latios max speed?
Yeah, no. I think you killed the next turn with Dragon Pulse for sure.
I did. My next question is your Magnezone Choppleberry?
No, but it is pretty fat. I'm trying to see what HP I was at. I'm trying to see exactly what HP I was at in the video here, because that's what it comes down to, really.
Yep.
Yeah, the frustrating thing was we could have had it not come down to that, because I had T-Wave on my Latias, and I was supposed to T-Wave you to check for her ban, and then I just was clicking too fast, clicked Draco, and was like, fuck, man, now this game's going to come down to if Magnezone lives one.
Yep.
And then we disconnected. So I could have avoided us even having to do this theory modding if I had fucking clicked T-Wave, but I'm an idiot. So I had 136 HP left on my Magnezone. Are you max attack, max special attack on Lati?
Yep, sure am.
So it was, let's see, I guaranteed to live. Your max roll was 65. I can send you my spread.
And what was, yeah, send me your spread real quick just so I can see.
My whole team, but, and then I think a combination of
if it lived a hit, Magnezone won, because all it had left is Suicune. So you were...
Yeah, exactly.
So you were max HP.
I had, I'll send you the screenshot as well so that you know.
And you said you were at what amount of HP?
I'm about to send you the thing so you can see. Why is this not working? Oh, there we go. So I was at 136, and I'm just going to send you the thing.
So unfortunately, were you analytic? You were analytic. Yeah, I couldn't have even roosted off flash cannons.
No.
Just double check.
Yeah, you can see there. That's right. As I'm about to bring in my Lati on your Lati.
Yep.
So yeah. So the only way you would have taken it is if your Lati had crit the Aura Sphere.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know.
Damn.
Do you want to recreate, and it's just gonna be an absolute bitch because of the stone edges and everything else?
I don't want to recreate no matter what. The only thing that I want to try is if we move to showdown and see if Aura Sphere would have crit. Like we literally send in Latios. If it crits, that's where we call it. If it doesn't crit, then you win. Sound fair?
I think that's a perfect solution, man. I think that's the fairest way.
Okay, let me.
I'll just log in. Do you want to do it on normal showdown or?
No, let's do sports. Just so. Man, it stinks that it has to come down to this on the first. Oh man. Okay.
Crazy. Week one.
Yeah.
I haven't played in like 3 months, and this is my first game back with this shit.
And what's funny is this is the server that like hasn't failed me at all.
Yeah, and it was the last, like, we had about 3 turns left.
Yep. Okay.
What
I'm
what username are you on?
As Zigzagoons.
Okay, I'll challenge you. GLITCHXCITY Wi-Fi. There you go. I sent the challenge.
I gotta find my team somewhere. Okay, I'm going to say what we're doing for the video, and then
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. So I have Dr.Slaking calling me right now, and what we have decided was the only way that I won that game is if I crit the Magna Zone, because he did have enough bulk to live. I do not have Earthquake. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this down to just what if I crit the Magna Zone. So the only thing we're doing here on Showdown to decide is he's going Magna Zone, I'm going Lottie, I'm clicking Aura Sphere. If I crit, I win the game. If I don't crit, he wins the game. It's that simple. Are you ready to see how this decides out?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Yep. And then you would have killed me from the range that I was at. Oh man.
Yeah.
It sucks. This is my 3rd loss in a row.
GG, man.
This is very bittersweet because it was a really good game, but it's my 3rd loss in a row and it feels kind of crappy.
Really good game.
Yeah, it was
really good game, and yeah,
phenomenal.
I'm sorry it came down to this too. As you guys heard him say there, because I was recording you're recording the call there. Yeah, that's all it came down to at the end of the day. I should have cleaned up the end game a bit better with T-Wave if that had landed, etc., etc. But yeah, this was the best way we could resolve it. Was just if you'd crit, you'd have won. And there was no point in us replaying all of those turns with trying to rely on Stone Edge hitting and all those other things. Like, there was no point in the recreation. So this was the fairest way to resolve the match.
And my Suicune didn't outspeed your Magna Zone, right? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so, right? And even if it did, I think the combination of Tyranitar and Blaziken outspeeding it would have done the business.
Yeah, it would have. It's just whether or not I would have gotten the next kill. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. What speed was your Suicune hitting?
I actually did outspeed.
Take a differential off because Magna Zone would have died then.
Yeah. So it would have been.
To be honest,
it would have been a 2-0.
We'll just put it. Yeah, we'll put it down as a 2-0. I'll give Suicune the kill. I'll file the stats and everything, and I'll give Magna Zone the kill on Lati, and that seems fair.
Yeah, double check to make sure, because I know that there was a turn. No, because I remember I got a Scald off on it earlier in the game as you broke my sub with Thunderbolt.
Yes, you did. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So it would have
you
killed. It would have
definitely
killed
would've.
one thing, but I definitely wouldn't have won the whole game with it. I couldn't have.
No, no. It might. Yeah, I would have been able to bring in Blaze King, click close combat, and
That would have brought me down to
that
red.
probably would have been it. If how much HP did you? Yeah, I think you're right. And then a Tyranitar would have had to come in. So actually, I'll give Suicune 2 kills, and I think it's a 1-0 because I'm pretty sure my close combat wouldn't straight up kill you because I'm not a boosting item or anything.
Let me double check to just make sure. How much speed? 6. So your Tyranitar did outspeed.
Yeah, we saw that in the game because you got the slowest sub, didn't you?
Yep. So
yeah, it would have been a 1-0 with Tyranitar getting the final kill.
Yep. And it sucks that we're having to Theoremon all this out, but at least we went around the crit. We know for a fact I did not crit, which is good. But so I'm just going to replay it out for you guys the way it would have gone. Lottie would have gotten an Aura Sphere off on Magnezone, which it did not crit that you saw in Showdown. I then bring in Suicune, I click Scald, I get 1 kill there, no matter what. The only thing that you could have done differently was maybe sack off Blaziken and then go into T-Tar, but T-Tar didn't kill me with a crunch from the range that I was at, I don't think.
I never would have done that in case you burnt me with your Scald on my T-Tar and then I lose the game. So you definitely would have got your 2 KOs.
So I would have killed Magnezone, you would have gone Tyranitar, I lived a hit from Jolly Band T-Tar, because you didn't have any more Stone Edges, right?
Yeah, I just had Crunch. I mean, I would have gone Blaziken first, so that, again, like, I guarantee I don't get Scald burn. I just die after getting close combat off, so you definitely would have got a kill on Blaziken, and then I would have gone T-Tar to click Banded Crunch and finish the game.
Finish the game. So it is a 1-0 with Lottie picking up a kill on Lottie, and then Suicune picking up a kill on Blaziken, Magnezone. And then Lottie also picking up a kill.
Again, the last one.
And then Lottie picking up a kill on Azu. I'm trying to think, what else did you have?
Swampert got KO'd by the Decidueye.
Decidueye, yep. So
yeah.
That was a really good game. And do you mind if I show the team that you brought real quick on screen?
All means no, please do, it's fine.
Okay, so Jolly Band T-Tar, super good bring, phenomenal bring. I was really scared of like Spadef AV to be able to stop Calm Mind Lottie, so Jolly Band put a lot of pressure on offensively, really smart. Swampert Yawn to get around subs was super smart as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to get damage.
Yeah, especially so whenever I brought it in the first time, I was like, he could go for Roar and then I would lose 25% of HP, so if he's gonna roar me anyway, I might as well just take the EQ. So I'm just gonna click Roar or click Scald. So having Yawn was really smart, forcing the switch. Azu, Careful Nature was really smart too, because it allowed you to live I believe it allowed you to live a Psychic into a Thunderbolt from my calcs, which super smart. Habanberry Lottie, I love how he had the exact same amount of ideas with
probably, that. It was very fat, yeah.
The Habanberry Lottie is hilarious.
God,
that's hilarious. Here, let me send you my team too while I'm looking at it. That's my team. White or Blaziken for close combat's really cool. Yeah, I was really fearing SD Blaziken. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. I originally had like a weakness policy set, and I just wanted to try and weakness policy up and sweep you, but you had too much priority, so I was like, okay, let me just bring White Herb and spam close combat.
Yeah, really good set. And then that fat Magnezone. Oh man. Really good brings, really good game. Yeah. Phenomenal game, man.
I really like the Almastar, by the way. Like, oh, your Shell Smash and Meteor Beam. Jesus, that's scary.
Yeah, so if I saw Skarm, it was going to be my lead, because so if I got off a Shell Smash, a +3 Meteor Beam, no matter what, brought you down to Sturdy. And if you switched into T-Tar on the Meteor Beam and you took it because of Sand and you were AV, then a Hydro Pump killed after.
Yeah, that was the one thing at Team Preview that I was like, fuck, I did not want to see it on the start, because it's one of those things where this game it didn't get to do much, but sometimes it's just a game winner on its own. It's so scary.
And if I led with it, not so I was really scared of EQ from Swampert because I couldn't shell smash up and take an EQ, but if I did that, it would have claimed at least 2 kills, which I'm regretting not doing now, but I had to play safe around the EQ. Man.
No, absolutely. I think you had to fear it.
Yeah, definitely. It was a phenomenal game, man. Congrats on the win, and I hope you get more wins in the season. Hopefully you make playoffs.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. And GG too. I know you'll bounce back and win some games.
I sure hope so. I'm 0-3 right now. I am 0-3. I am feeling
But
defeated.
This is a team you didn't draft, right? You've made trades after this, or did you make trades before this?
This was the team that I made trades after.
Okay, so I mean, it's gonna get better, isn't it? The season's just gonna keep improving for you.
I hope so. I need to bounce back. I'm starting to feel defeated. But yeah, GG's, man. I'm gonna let you finish out your video, and I'm gonna finish out mine real quick.
GG, man. Bye, bye.
Well, guys, real quick, let's talk about what I could have done better in this game. I could have been a little bit more careful with my calcs. If I had been a little bit more careful with my calcs, I would have noticed that his Magnezone was fat by the Suicune damage that I did, because I would have seen that I only did around 27% to it or so, which should have showed me that he had a lot of Spadef investment, which would have meant that I needed to get a little bit more chip damage off on it with my Scizor, with my Aromatisse. I would have tried to stay in and live a Thunderbolt and get off a Moonblast on it. Something like that, because Aromatisse's Moonblast, I think, would have put it in range. Just to see. Yeah, it would have put it in range, because I think he was like this. Yeah, and then it would have put it in range of Aura Sphere, and then I would have won the game. So I need to be a little bit more careful with that. I wish I had stuck to my original plan, but I wouldn't have been able to do what I wanted to do anyway against the lead Swampert because of Yawn. But Earthquake itself, just so you guys can see, Omastar at -1 defense versus a Swampert. So -1 defense, I never lived it, and I couldn't have EV'd to live it because I needed this much offense to be able to break through AV-T-Tar, things like that. So I wish I had stuck to my game plans, because even if I got up like this, right, and I got off that much damage on the Swampert, I would have been able to revenge kill it with Lottie pretty much immediately, and then I would have had the ability to get that offensive pressure from the jump. And I think that's probably where my biggest misplay was. I wish I kept Scizor alive, but I needed everything else. Yeah, this was just a really hard game, just in general, but again, really good game to Dr.Slaking. Dude is a phenomenal draft league player, so hopefully we bounce back, guys. I'm to be completely honest with you guys, I am feeling so defeated, because before my hiatus, I was phenomenal. I was winning like 80% of my games. I was doing amazingly. But now I won my championship for low tier. I won almost every single game that I played in there. I lost 2. And then I come to Wi-Fi and I'm 0-3. So I'm feeling super, super defeated, and I don't know what to do. Like I'm struggling to not find the motivation, because I'm having so much fun playing and I'm having such good games. But I'm struggling to figure out how to bounce back to where I was before. And that is my biggest thing. I'm going to go full cam not full cam, but I'm going to go Big Kelly for a minute, so that way I can talk to you guys. Yeah, so, but yeah, that's kind of where that's kind of where I am. I'm not feeling like I don't have motivation to play because I'm loving this right now. I'm having so much fun. I'm finding it difficult to find the proper ways to win. I'm finding it difficult to use certain teams that I've drafted recently, like in the low tier league that I'm in right now. I hate my team and I just won that league. And it's like, what changed from when I took over a team to now? So what changed? And I'm feeling defeated, having lost 3 games back to back. I need to sit down. I need to go harder in the practice, and I need to come back because this stinks. It really does. It stinks big time. I want to win so badly. I want to be back to where I was, but I guess in the grand scheme of things, whenever you consider that I haven't battled in a year on Wi-Fi, could be worse. I've lost 1-0 twice, and I've lost 3-0 once to a Pokemon that was like amazing at team matchups. So I guess you can't complain too much, but either way, guys, that was this week's game for UBL. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below and make sure you check out all the links down there as well. Dr.Slaking's links, my Discord, things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, and I'm going to start building for next week. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.